Hey, hello, good afternoon. Today it's Sunday, the 19th of September 2021. I'm sitting downstairs and I have two paintings with me. One is from a week ago, which I finished, and the other one I just started on. So here it goes. Let me see. So this is the one from a week ago. You see the earth and gravestones to represent the afterlife. And I tried to make it from a sketch this time. So you see different parts from a drawing in a way, and eventually twin souls through reincarnation and going to a new planet. And then the other one, like I said, I'm still busy with it. This is more with Golgotha, the cross of Christ, with people surrounding it in the afterlife and then going higher again. So I'm very curious where it will go to. So let's have a look. I wrote some new material. It's partly diary kind of things, but also about the mind and soul. Like reincarnation, but also psychosis and what's that like. So here it goes. Perfect. Okay, here it goes. New Milestones, episode 24. The morning just ended. There were some great temperatures for this time of year. Indian summer started. I'm listening to Jay-Z. I will let the dog out in a bit. He's sleeping at the moment and is laying under the table next to me. I'm enjoying myself. I had an easy couple of days. Last weekend, I stayed indoors mostly, besides letting the dog out. I was planning to go to the vondelpark in Amsterdam with a good friend of mine, but he was a bit ill, so we postponed it until upcoming Saturday. The weather is a bit better then as well. I'm looking forward to that. I did went to Amsterdam on Sunday. I wanted to get out of the house for a bit, so I got out with Metro 52 on Rokin again, just like a week ago. There are many nice shops and restaurants there. I made a nice stroll before going back home again. I was planning to grab a bite actually, but I wasn't hungry. I had the shake earlier on, and the shakes are really tasty and you're full as well. The other day I painted into the night. It was way past midnight when finishing my painting. I like how it became in the end. But I put two pictures on social media, Instagram and Twitter. I already ordered new cotton boards a week ago, which are standing in the hallway. First I will have dinner at a friend's place later on. When returning home, I will start right away. It is a bit greyish weather outside. No rain though. I will let the dog out later on. He's sleeping at the moment. No rush. In between I listen to Led Zeppelin and Kanye West. A friend recommended a female singer to me called Dua Lipa. It reminds me a bit of other bands. Very pop, if I might say so. I had my fourth cup of coffee of the day. Already did the dishes. Only need to vacuum clean the place. But like I said, no rush. In the evening, I'm sometimes drifting away in my mind. In the past, I was scared a lot of my own thoughts and feelings. Also, the psychotic mindset is really difficult to cope with. Fantasy worlds all the time. In a way, mirroring with hidden thoughts and feelings. What if you think and feel about the subject and a person? Can they feel these things? I'm positive that it is possible. Not all the time, of course. It is the mindset, boxes of thought again, connecting with other people. Sometimes I'm scared of them, psychotic. It is really tough to encounter. Gradations, the intensity of your thoughts and feelings, mirroring within the psychosis. Every day, all over again. Not seeing that I'm drifting away. Not giving myself credits to feel love, in a way. Universal love. I'm okay. I don't feel good because I'm schizophrenic. Lowering myself as a person, in a way. Learning about the afterlife really helps to get back on track again. Psychosis is not the end. There is no eternity in these weird thought interactions. You make these nonsense thoughts real. No reality sense. Hopping from one box to another in a dead alley. You need to get back on track again. It isn't easy, I can tell you that. But the afterlife is real. You can change everything you want to. You will continue to live on in the afterlife. You will take every feeling and thought with you. Your inner beauty connected with universal love of God. A never-ending tap of joy and happiness, peacefulness, moving from one life to another. Universal love is the last step of every direction. You can't fail in a way. Learning yourself all over again, not getting stuck inside mazes of a labyrinth. You use these same constructions all over again, only this time in a good feeling. Reincarnation is really beautiful. There is a way out. In a good flow of energy, not by committing suicide, of course. When you have to make good for your, then you have to make good for your deed. It can be really lonesome and sad. Why would you? You will get millions of lives, together with people you love, from one life to another. The earth is only temporarily. You can't change massive in spiritual awareness. Love all around you. You only need to tap into it. Then you can change your inside of the mind better. Letting go of the sad thoughts, letting go of the madness, tapping into the universal love of God, swapping in between them and moving higher upon the stairs. I'm looking at my new painting. I do like it a lot, another better one than the previous one. I do like where it is going to. With each painting, I'm feeling better with the outcome, sometimes thinking about the painter's block, but I keep improving myself for the better. I like that feeling. It gives me a new and fresh energy. There are so many possibilities, like a story unfolding itself in front of you on the canvas, using different colors, mixed through each other, all about spirituality, about the afterlife and reincarnation, about traveling with your twin soul to new planets. It is nice to express yourself, always a new direction, trying to improve myself, painting more often, some time off in between as well. I want to paint 3 to 4 days a week, consistent, making more beautiful artwork based upon the afterlife. That is the highest goal you can get when painting. It has meaning, more than the techniques I'm using. It changes a lot. I use different techniques. It is a surprise every time I paint. Different and colorful paint, uplifting for the soul, knowledge, a paint about my life. This is who I am, trying to be as honest as possible. In the past, I also painted about psychosis, and people do like these a lot. I made some great series throughout the time in the last 20 years. I do prefer drawing about the afterlife, but who knows what will come. Consistent, that's what I want to do. Painting big time. I started to paint a year ago for the first time since 2008. In the meantime, I only used pastel. I was very fond of using that material. It is a bit expensive though, because you also need a frame and passepartout. It is also very fragile. Suddenly out of the blue, I wanted to paint with acrylics again, so I did. Made a couple of them already. Yes, it is cheaper as well for expositions in the future. I do like to paint again. It makes me smile. In between writing, I made a couple of coffees. Very tasty for each time of the day, in my opinion. Having another glimpse at my painting. Yes, I am satisfied. That isn't always the case though. With this new series of 2021, I really made progress. They do become better, and I hope to continue with that for years to come. Another piece. I had a nice couple of days. Today it is Sunday, the 19th of September 2021. On Friday, I went to Amsterdam with a good friend of mine. We went to the east part of Amsterdam again, the same street as a week ago. It had a Paris kind of vibe, street lights, beautiful streets, terraces everywhere. This time we went to another Turkish restaurant, close by the one from last week. They really had great shawarma, lamb's meat. I had a small menu though, a lot for a cheap price. After our meal, we had some ice cream before walking back to the car again. After another drive through the city, we arrived at the shisha lounge near Mercatorplein. We could park in front of the lounge, which was great. We talked about many things again, about the new movie called Dune. He's reading the first book and wants to finish it before going to the movie. I read the first book as well, but that has been more than 20 years ago. I do want to see the movie though. The reviews are different, so I'm very curious. We also talked about the YouTube he sent me and about a mathematical problem. I also had an unpleasant encounter with our dog. I let the dog walk in front of me for several meters when suddenly an owner with a puppy showed up in front of me. I tried to get the leash short again, but I didn't succeed in that in time. I tried my utmost best. Our dog jumped on the owner 2 times. Normally he wants to play, but not this time. Damn. For the entire 3 weeks I'm looking after him, I didn't have a single weird encounter. Really sweet, actually. Anyways, I did succeed eventually, but I felt really bad. I never let him walk that much in front of me. He was happy for the stroll, you know. The other day I made a stroll through the park in the opposite direction, a big stroll. In the afternoon I went to the vondelpark in Amsterdam with another good friend of mine. We took the bus to Central Station of Amsterdam, from where we walked to the Leidseplein. The weather was really nice. That friend of mine did a Camino, divided over 3 years, because of the corona, to Santiago de Compostela in Spain, walking daily with a good average of 27 kilometers a day. It was a nice story to hear how it was for him. On Leidseplein we had a bite at the walk to walk. We ate it on the bench next to the fountain of the American Hotel. The meal was really great. We walked to the statue of Van den Vondel, where we got a nice spot. It was crowded with many people, sitting with friends, drinking a beer or wine, listening to music and other. There was a great atmosphere. We started with a can of beer, a Heineken, and moved on for our first game of chess of the day. The match was really exciting. I got the lead actually, and it went pretty well until I made a mistake and it was all over for me. So I lost. The second match was exciting as well, and this time I beat him, and that felt really great. We talked in between while listening to different sorts of music, from playlists with different music to the Rolling Stones, the Breeders, Pixies, and other. Around 8:30 p.m. it got dark and colder, so I put my sweater on I brought with me. We had to quit with our game of chess, unfortunately. We decided to walk to the famous tree a bit further down the park. I come there since 1998, and it is always fun. In the past, we climbed in the tree while enjoying a beer or wine. In the past, we also went to the spot at least once a year with many, many friends. Nowadays, we're just with the two of us. Normally, we play more chess, but we were a bit later in the park than usual. So we played around 3.5 games and kept ourselves in balance. After a while, we decided to walk to Central Station again. First to the Leidseplein. It was really crowded in the city, and there was even an accident at the gate of the vondelpark. From there, we turned left on the Prinsengracht and we walked back to the canals of the Grachtengordel. One stop in between. On Central Station, we were just in time. Within 2 minutes, the bus drove off to our hometown again. I really enjoyed myself and I had a really great day. Today I woke up late, around 11:20 a.m. I made 2 cups of coffee, gave the cat and dog some food, did my internet routines, and I will let the dog out in a bit. Later on, I let the dog out. He's laying in front on the floor, knocked out. He ran a lot. I was a nice stroll through the park. Today it is shake day again. I will open up one of my packages I order, berry or chocolate flavor. And I want to paint again today. No rush. Well, that was it for this week. I hope you all have a great week, of course, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.